Good morning, everybody. Welcome to SASKS Academy at South Kent School 15 National Ice Hockey on YouTube. This morning, the Academy in the back end of a two-game home set with the Rochester Coalition U15. We're in South Kent, Connecticut, live from the stock. Good morning, everybody. I'm Wells Aiken. Glad to have you with us once again on SASKS Academy at South Kent School 15 National Ice Hockey on YouTube. This morning, the Academy getting set to take on the Rochester Coalition U15, their third meeting of the season, their second game this weekend. The Academy won the opening tilt between these two teams by a score of 4-0 back in October at the B Showcase, and they win once again yesterday 3-1. Paced by goals by Nick DeSantis and Jack Williams on the power play, an even strength goal by Will Rinaldi. Eamon Powell scored for the Rochester Coalition, and that's how we finished yesterday with a 3-1 win for the Academy. Tommy Aiken got the win, and Samuel Levecki took the loss for the Rochester Coalition. Let's take a look now at the lineup for the Academy. As always, the Academy is coached by head coach Scott Gainey, assistant coach John O'Connor. Trainer on duty today is Craig Carvalho. In goal for the Academy, number 1, Bennett Jung. Number 31, Tommy Aitken. At forward, number 16, Justin Gordon. Number 19, Victor Chernetsky-Anair. Number 15, Jack Williams. Number 11, Ryan Miknich. He is out with an upper body injury. We hope he'll be back in the lineup soon, but he continues to be out for the Academy. Number 14, Nick DeSantis with a blistering pace. He's got at least 82 points coming into this weekend. Added a goal last night. Might have had an assist as well. So he's in the 83, 84 point region. He continues to be en fuego. Number 19, Will Rinaldi from Lynnfield, Massachusetts. The Flemington, New Jersey native. Number 22, Jake Stapert. Number 37, Felix Gavers. Number 29, Jack Gorton. Number 24, Jaden Boreanaz. Also out with an upper body injury. Number 10, Colin Anna. And rounding out the forwards for the Academy, number 26, Tyler Silverstein. On defense for the Academy, the Northeastern commit, number 3, Charlie DeRoche. Number 4, Caden Varga. Number 20, Austin Cook. Number 7, big Frank Jurasevich. Number 6, Josh Steele. And number 5, Aiden Erishman. Let's take a look at the statistics for the Academy. As we mentioned, DeSantis with a blistering pace here in the second half of the season. Again, not too long ago that he and Williams were in the 60-point range. And you see there, DeSantis with 82 points, Williams with 72 points. Both of them, I believe, picked up multiple points in yesterday's game. They both certainly had goals, and they continue to be on fire, as does number 9, Victor Chernetsky-Anair, the Southington, Connecticut, Quinnipiac commit, Southington, Connecticut native Quinnipiac commit. He continues to do it all on the ice at both ends of the ice and put up point totals. He's got 27 goals, 36 assists on the season. DeRoche, the leading scorer among defensemen. He's got 10 goals, 25 assists for 35 points. He is followed by Justin Gordon, Will Rinaldi, who added a goal yesterday, the injured Ryan Miknich, Austin Cook, Caden Varga, and big Frank Jurasevich. Taking a look at the goal-scoring leaders for the Academy, DeSantis, Williams, Chernetsky-Anair, Justin Gordon, and Will Rinaldi. Assist leaders for the Academy, DeSantis, Williams, Chernetsky-Anair, Charlie DeRoche, and Austin Cook. Goaltending leader for the Academy, Tommy Aiken, 1.30 goals against average. That went down with yesterday's performance. And a .929 save percentage. That went up with yesterday's performance as he picked up the win, giving up just 1 goal in the contest. Taking a look at our Kings of the Hill, this is our look across the midget spectrum at SASKS Academy. All things midget, U15, U16, and U18. You see the U15s continue to represent well. Top 2 point leaders, Nick DeSantis and Jack Williams, 82 points and 72 points respectively. They're followed by Josh Lawrence, Victor Chernetsky-Anair, Ryan Coughlin, Will Margell, Ethan Phillips, Kyle Haskins, Ryan Sullivan, and PJ Fletcher and Anthony Mastromonica, rounding out your top 10 point leaders with 42 points apiece. Goal scoring leaders, DeSantis, Williams, Margell, Coughlin, and Phillips. Assist leaders, Lawrence, DeSantis, Williams, Chernetsky-Anair, Kyle Haskins, rounding out your assist leaders. And goaltending leaders, both save percentage and goals against, continue to be, as they have been for some time, Sankner, Aiken, and Jung. Let's take a look now at the lineup for the Rochester Coalition. Their head coach is Chris Collins. In goal for the Coalition, number 1, Grant Riley. We expect to see him today after seeing Samuel Levecki yesterday. Riley is number 1, Levecki number 33. At forward for the Coalition, number 5, Daniel Judge, all rise. Number 7, Thomas Ammon. Number 12, William Moore. Number 14, Carter McWilliams. Number 19, Hey Jude Cole. Number 20, Brandon Gierzak. Number 21, Nico Rexine. Number 22, Mark Monaco. Number 23, Reed Curry. Number 43, Griffin Tomanez. Number 62, Michael Herrera. Number 88, the Nick, Travis Nickley, rounding out your forwards for the Coalition. On defense, number 2, BC recruit Eamon Powell. Number 6, Jacob Kopech. Number 9, Zachary Gemerick. Number 37, Cam Lombard. Number 57, Mark New. And the rounding out the blue liners for the Coalition, number 77, Big Ben Ritter. Let's take a look now at the My Hockey rankings for Week 19, U15 Tier 1 rankings. Blades and Caesars continue to occupy the top 2 spots. The Academy should improve their rating with yesterday's win. They're going to have another strong performance today to hold on to that number 3 spot. As hot on their heels are the Buffalo Junior Sabres, just 4 1/100ths of a point behind the Academy. The Sabres are followed by the Blues, Grizzlies, these Rochester Coalition checking in at number 7, 93.98 rating on the season, a record of 36-9-6. Chicago Mission, New Generation, Team Wisconsin round out your top 10. 11 through 20 are the Junior Coyotes, Motors, Kings, Chiefs, Advantage, Oilers, Young Americans, Bulldogs, Blue Ox, and Virtua rounding out the top 20. Let's take a look now at the Coalition results this season. The Coalition, as we said, are 36, and with yesterday's loss, 9-5, 93.98 rating, a schedule rating of 92.12. And they have had success against the Buffalo Junior Sabres as they had a tie against them back early in the season. Beat the North Jersey Avalanche 1-0, Neponsit Valley Riverettes 3-1. They lost to the Boston Advantage 1-0, but then also beat them 2-1. They had another 3-1 win over the Jersey Avalanche. They played Mid-Fairfield a bunch of times. They lost the opening contest 1-0, but have won 5 consecutive against the Mid-Fairfield Junior Rangers, winning 4-1 back on October 7th. And they won their last 4 tilts over the last 2 weekends against these Junior Rangers, 3-1, 6-2, 4-2, and 12-2. They also beat the Yale Bulldogs, in-state rival of the Academy, by a score of 3-0 back on October 29th. And they tied Fox Motors 2-2 before losing to the Buffalo Junior Sabres by a score of 3-2. You see another Academy opponent there, the Mercer Chiefs. They had a 0-0 tie against the Chiefs and also 2-1, check that, 2 3-1 wins against the Mercer Chiefs. So that's our look at the Rochester Coalition. Let's take a look now at all 3 midget tiers, U15, U16, and U18. As we mentioned, the Academy holding on to the number 3 spot at the 15U level. 16U level, the Academy, as they have been for months now, locked into the number 9 spot. And they do seem to be gaining ground on the team in front of them. Little Caesars did move up to the 7th spot. The team right in front of them now is the North Jersey Avalanche, who I believe the U16s have beaten twice, but they remain a little bit less than a quarter of a point behind the North Jersey Avalanche. And the U18s, 1 spot ahead of Shattuck St. Hugh, that little school out in Super Bowl country. Patriots and Eagles set to kick it off tonight in Super Bowl 52. The Academy U18s checking in at number 2, just behind Culver Academy's Prep. That's going to do it for our pregame show, and we're waiting for the teams to take the ice here. We've got about 1:26 left on the clock, so we expect them to be out shortly. And we will be back in a few minutes with the opening face-off. Drop of the puck, first period action coming up here on YouTube. You are watching SASKS Academy at South Kent School 15 National Ice Hockey on YouTube. Stay with us, everybody. Back here at the Admiral James and Civil Stockdale Arena in South Kent, Connecticut. Sunday morning, February 4th. A little warmer today outside. It was downright chilly in here yesterday evening, and the Academy warmed things up with a 3-1 victory. Tommy Aiken picking up the pucks. Bennett Jung will get the start today for the Academy in net to my left. And Grant Riley will take the crease to my right. And so it's Jung versus Riley in game 2 of this 4-game series between the Academy and the Rochester Coalition U15s. So head coach Scott Gainey giving some last-minute instructions to the troops. And we are just about set to go here. Looked like they were having some trouble with the clock, so hopefully that is all squared away. And off the draw, Rinaldi for the Academy, not able to control, and Curry will send it back for Powell, who sends it over for Ritter. Ritter up the right wing side, that too far, and DeRoche will chase in for the Academy. He's pressured there in the corner. Cole comes in and puts a stick check on him, but he dishes over for Cook now. Right wing side, Gordon chips it ahead for Rinaldi. Rinaldi in the zone with some speed. Rinaldi with a snipe. That goes high and wide off the glass and back to the neutral zone where DeRoche will control for the Academy. Charlie DeRoche sends it up the middle to Rinaldi, gives it right back to Cook. Cook runs out of room on the left-hand side. Puck nearly turned over there, but Cook regroups and recovers. Evades one forecheck, gets to the red line, cannot get by the second defender, and Rochester will take there. And that is icing by the Nick. Travis Nickley sends it in for icing. We'll get a whistle here. 16:15 left to go, opening period. Just 45 seconds in. The Academy and Rochester Coalition scoreless here from the stock. So the Academy getting their first look at Grant Riley as they send out Chudetchinair, DeSantis, and Williams. Varga and Jurasevich at the point. Chudetchinair back to Varga, shot in, that's blocked out by Judge. Judge receives a pass now coming out of the zone and will skate in over the Academy blue line. He goes into the left wing corner, sends it around far side. Puck will come back to him behind the net, but the Academy with 3 players there to apply the pressure and force the turnover, and back they come through center ice. Chudetchinair for DeSantis, back to Chudetchinair. He puts a shot in on Riley. Riley steers that up into the netting. We'll get a stoppage here and a face-off inside the Coalition zone. 15:47 left to go. Opening period, we're just underway. Rochester Coalition and Selects Academy at South Kent School, 15 Nationals. Chudetchinair stepping in on the draw. He wins it back to Williams. Williams with a move. Williams with a shot. Saved by Riley. And Tomanez almost chipped that toward his goal, but it went wide. And he showed some poise there to not panic. And Rochester guilty of another icing, and the faceoff will come back inside the Academy zone. Good pressure by that line, and the Academy will change up their forwards. Gavers, Gordon, and Stapert coming out with Erishman and Steele manning the blue line in the Rochester defensive zone. Riley looks on as Judge will step in. And one scratch for the Coalition. Carter McWilliams in street clothes wearing a helmet on the bench. Not sure if he was in last night's game. I think I remember calling his number, so perhaps an injury suffered in last night's game. He is out today for the Coalition. Right-hand side now, the Academy controls. Gavers tries to get it out to Stapert, but now the Coalition will come back through center. Tomanez moving in. Tomanez it over the blue line. He will drop it there, and that it goes to no one but the speedy Felix Gavers from Latvia down the right wing side. Gavers from Latvia down the right wing side. He dishes for Gordon. Gordon and Gavers battle in the corner. Chipped ahead by Stapert. He's not able to come up with the puck, and nearly does, but Rochester able to control and clear the center. Puck goes off the shin pad of Gordon, and that goes back to Steele. Now up for Gordon and Rinaldi. Rinaldi skating down the left wing side. He'll push it hard in the zone. He's chased there by New. Rinaldi pulls up and tries to reverse direction, but New recovers there and sends it around near side. Silverstein battling there with Gordon. Teams battling along the wall, some big bodies there as the puck chips off the wall. And Herrera will chip it past DeRoche, but Cook back there to recover the puck for the Academy. He'll skate in behind Jung and send it right wing side. Tip pass there by Gordon, not able to connect with Rinaldi, but Gordon will gain control there. Send it left wing side for Silverstein. Silverstein gets around one defender, but loses the puck there as Gimrick check that, that's Kopech, sends it to center, but Durasevich will take. Check that, DeRoche will take for the Academy. And DeRoche hit hard there by Lombard. You recall Lombard took the roughing penalty late first period yesterday that got the Academy their first goal. So he certainly likes the physical play. Down the left wing side comes Herrera. Herrera moving in shot. That goes high and wide of Jung. And Silverstein will collect just outside the Academy zone line. Teams battling there. Lombard and now Cook will come away with the puck. DeRoche skating up the right wing side. Little chip pass up ahead. That goes to Kopech. Kopech will chip it over for Lombard. Lombard sends it back to center, and now Cook will circle and give for Williams. Pass too far, and Rochester will turn it back into the Academy end where Durasevich will take. He will regroup at his own hash marks. Pass out of the zone, blocked there by Nickley, comes right back to Austin Cook, and Cook will skate it out in front of Jung and send it right wing side for Williams. Williams to DeSantis. DeSantis will enter the Rochester zone down the right wing side. He's followed there by Kopech, skates in behind Riley, goes far side now, sends it up to the point for Durasevich. Durasevich cross point for Varga. Varga with a shot, glove saved by Riley. That easily handled by the Coalition netminder. We'll get a stoppage here, 12:53 left to go. Face off in the Rochester zone to the left of Grant Riley. DeSantis, Williams, and Chernechi Anair will stay out on the ice. Varga and Durasevich at the blue line. And stepping in is Cole for the Coalition. He'll win it back to Powell, and it'll get chipped around for Curry. And if you liked Indian, oh, in front, slap shot, and that saved by Riley, I believe, as DeSantis was all alone in front and wide of net. And I was starting to say, if you like Indian food, specifically as Jung has trouble handling it there, the puck is loose in the crease, and we got a goal. Rochester in a mix-up behind the net, and the Academy could not recover from that, and Rochester scores, and I'm not sure exactly who got that goal. And I'm not sure the referees are either as they skate to the Rochester bench to ask for help. And I believe that goal is going to get credited to Reed Curry. So the Academy will skate it back into the zone, down 1-0 on the goal by Curry on the mix-up behind the net. And now Rochester will come out of the zone. Powell through center. Powell moving in. Powell dishes it over. Centering pass for Judge. And that puck is behind the goal, and now DeSantis there. Hit hard by Judge. Centering pass there, but Williams there to take. And Williams will chip it up the wall, and he's got Chidetchidera on the rush. Chidetchidera moving down the right wing side. Chidetchidera walks the middle, and that is blocked by Ritter. Up and out of play. As Chidetchidera tried to tee that one up, and one too many a stick handle, and Ritter was able to get the stick on that. 11:52 left here in the first period. Rochester gets the first goal on the scramble. It started behind the net, ended up in front of the net. And the puck will come near side wall to Justin Gordon. And now Gavers will come off the wall. Gavers walking to the middle. Gavers dishes far side for DeRoche. DeRoche down for Gordon. Gordon looks to center, and the net comes off. We'll get another stoppage here. 11:37 left to go. Period number one. Plenty of time left here. Early goal by Rochester. The Academy will look to answer. They have all the pressure. And now the puck will come near side for Ammon. Tommy Ammon sends it up the middle, and it's taken there by Herrera. Herrera hounded by Stapert, and Herrera will chase into the zone, but DeRoche will take and give for Gavers. Gavers up the right wing side. That pass goes off the boards too far, and Powell will retreat at center and dish for Ritter. Ritter advances it up the left wing side. Ammon chips it further ahead, but Cook takes now and gives to Gordon. Justin Gordon down the left wing side. Gordon with a shot. Got it on O'Reilly. He will easily glove that one and hang on. 11:04 left to go here. Period number one. Rochester on the goal by Curry, on top by a score of 1-0. Rinaldi, Gordon, and Silverstein out there. The weight room line, as now New will take it behind the net. Some big bodies out there for the Academy. Rinaldi a little bit smaller than Silverstein and Gorton in stature, but all three thick. Silverstein now back to the point for Varga. Varga left wing side, shot from the point. That blocked out high. Durasevich has it come right back to him, and he sends it far side corner. Gorton now looks to come out of the corner. Gorton dishes for Varga. Varga winds, that goes off a leg at near side corner. Rinaldi will chase there. Puck chip far side now. And that puck is set up the right wing side now to center for Nickley. And now Cole will take and send it deep. Durasevich, right wing side for Gorton. Gorton off the wall to Rinaldi. Rinaldi loses the puck at his feet. He gets hit hard there and is buried again as he went down to the ice. And he still continues to battle for the puck. Rinaldi staying with it despite being knocked to the ice. And he gives it back to Cole. And Cole with a little bit of a headbutt there. Not sure what that was all about. And right wing side now, Rochester. Not able to control, and Williams will come back in the zone. Williams for DeSantis. DeSantis with a shot, and he scores! Beautiful passing play there as that puck was chipped up to Williams. Unfortunately, I didn't get the number. And then Williams fed it quickly to DeSantis, and DeSantis doesn't miss. Again, he is on fire. His hot streak continues, and DeSantis ties it up at 1, 9:54 left to go here in period number 1. So that is the answer the Academy was looking for. And that line will stay out there. We'll see if they can continue that momentum as Chernetchi Anair will take it at center. Dishes, goes right to Williams. Off some skates. Williams hauled down. No call. DeSantis near side corner. DeSantis applies some pressure. It'll come to Chernetchi Anair. Chernetchi Anair sends it wide of net. Up the right wing side. Rexine will send it up for Judge. Judge skating over the zone line. Judge moving in. His shot is steered aside by Jung. Shot from a sharp angle. That's shrugged off by Jung. And now Chernetchi Anair will come back through center with Williams. 2-on-2. Chernetchi Anair pulling up. He's looking for a pinching Aiden Erishman. Nobody covering at the point. Josh Steele, the only man back there. And Erishman rushing to get back now. And now Rexine is going to go in on a breakaway as Erishman got caught up there. Saved by Jung. Left shoulder save. Nice save there by Bennett Jung as he covers up for Aiden Erishman pitching and no forward getting back to cover. Williams now will circle top of the circle. And Rexine will stymie him there as Williams loses an edge, and Judge will chip it out of the zone where Cook will now take for the Academy. Cook sends it left wing side for DeRoche. DeRoche off the boards intended for Gavers, but goes ahead to Stapert. Stapert tries to get it to Gordon, but nice stick there by Eamon Powell to break up that play. Powell will now control near side corner, sends it right wing side for Herrera. Herrera will leave it there for Lombard. And now in alone is Gordon, and Gordon not able to make the move around Riley as he didn't quite have enough speed going there and was in a little too tight, ran out of room, and then trying to get around the big body of Riley proved just to be a task too difficult. Down the right wing side now is Herrera. Herrera skating into the gap of DeRoche. He uses a good stick there to turn the puck over. Rochester forced to dump it deeper, and now DeRoche will control. DeRoche up ahead for Gavers. Gavers will skate it over the zone line. Felix Gavers tries to go around the defense. Puck will come to Cook, right wing side. He sends it down low. Centering pass for Gordon. His shot on goal might have been turned aside by Riley, might have been wide. Cook hit high and hard in the corner as the intensity of this game picking up here. And now Cole will take for Rochester. Cole chips it up the right wing side for Herrera. Herrera hooked and hounded there. Herrera pushes the puck ahead. Herrera tries to go through the D, not able to do so. It'll come to Silverstein. His pass intended for Rinaldi, I believe, goes too far. And Ritter will send it up the ice, and the Academy will take along the far side boards. Cook circles and chips it up, but not out. Powell stepping up there, but has a man back covering. That is Curry, the goal scorer for the Coalition. Skating in now, far side corner is Gordon. Silverstein now on him. Curry, and now Ritter with a hard hit there on Gordon. And now Rinaldi will send it up to the point. Durasevich walking in. He stumbles a bit there, but regains his balance. Doesn't go to the ice and is able to get back, but Rochester able to take it out of the zone. Curry now drops, pass across for Nickley. Nickley with a little chip to the middle for Cole, and Gordon will take it there and backhand pitchfork it all the way down. That not hard enough for icing. And they will wave that off as Powell will retreat and retrieve for the Coalition. Powell left wing side. Puck now sent far right wing side for Curry. Curry will send it ahead for the Nick. Travis Nickley skating in the zone. Nickley pinned along the wall there. Puck chipped off the wall, comes out high. Shot goes off a shin pad. And now Rinaldi hit hard again along the wall. And Rinaldi definitely willing to take a hit to make a play as Powell moves in, but he's buried there by Williams. And that's a preview of coming attractions. Northeastern against BC. As Eamon Powell can look forward to meeting Jack Williams in the slot anytime a few years down the road when those two compete in Hockey East. Will Rinaldi now up the left wing side. Head coach Jim Madigan at Northeastern probably likes that. Shot it on goal, and Riley with a save off the shot of Chinechi in air. As I was saying, Northeastern head coach probably likes to see that when a BC recruit skates into the slot and a Northeastern recruit gives him a shoulder, takes him out of the play. Right wing side now. Rochester skating down. Action going end to end now. Centering pass over the stick of Tomanez, and now DeSantis will skate through center. DeSantis down the right wing side. Nick DeSantis trying to get around Ritter, no sail there. Tries to get it to Chinechi in air. That pass is too hard, but Williams coming in. Williams will walk in. He tries to dangle to the middle, meets a shoulder there. And that was Ritter, possibly Powell. I don't think that was Powell returning the favor, but got my players crossed up there as they went in front of the net. And Erishman back to chase for the Academy. Erishman over for Steele. Up ahead now, chip to center, intended for Gordon. Too far, that'll go to Lombard. Lombard sends it far side for Gimrick, and Gimrick will send it deep into the zone. The Academy will look to break out here. Gavers not able to get out of the zone as Monaco turns him back. And now in the corner, Rochester controlling. Puck sent out front, and Jung had trouble finding that for a moment, but looks down and finds it just in front of his right pad, and he will cover up and hang on. 4:37 left to go here, and we are tied up at 1. Nick DeSantis, your goal scorer for the Academy. Curry, your goal scorer for Rochester. And the pace definitely high, and the action end-to-end more so than yesterday's game. It started out all Academy, but Rochester got the early goal off a turnover behind the net. The Academy answered, and since the Academy tied it up, equal opportunity at both ends, as the action has probably been a little more fire wagon than either coach would like at this point. 4:25 left to go. Stapert out there with Gavers and Boreanaz. And DeRoche and Cook at the points. McWilliams. All right, McWilliams is out there. I indicated that he was scratched earlier as Cook fields out in front of the net. I'll try and get another look at the number. I thought the player that was out for Rochester was wearing a 14 jacket. Maybe he's just borrowing McWilliams' jacket. Check that, that's 12, William Moore. So I guess I crossed up McWilliams with William and got William Moore. So William Moore is a scratch today for Rochester, not Carter McWilliams, as he is out there now and has the puck. He'll send it up the right wing side, and Ammon has that puck bounce over his stick, and Stapert will control for the Academy. Stapert skates in 1-on-5, throws one in on Riley. He steers that aside easily, and New will take for Rochester. Dishes over, right wing side for Gimrick, back for New. Newell on the right wing side. He looks to send a Hail Mary down, and that'll roll all the way in on Jung. He will steer that aside for Silverstein. Paddle down style. And now Rinaldi will skate up the left wing side. Rinaldi will chip it in. Kopech there. He's hounded by Gordon, and now Silverstein comes in to help out. The Academy and Rochester battling near side corner. Gordon and Kopech. Rinaldi taking another hard hit, and he is taking hits to make plays today, as now Cook will send it down for Rinaldi, and Rinaldi tries to send it cross ice for DeRoche. That is deflected back to center and down into the Academy zone, where DeRoche will leave for the trailing Austin Cook. Cook in behind Jung. He's spied there by Nickley, and now Silverstein will give it up for Rinaldi. Rochester's favorite punching bag today. And a hard hit there by Silverstein. And Gordon now with another hit in the corner. Nickley. And he gets hit again by Silverstein. And Rinaldi taking another hit there. Gets it back to Durasevich. Walking in is Vargo. Vargo with a shot. That deflected wide. And we're going to get two players going to the box here. Rinaldi, and Lombard. And so we'll skate 5-on-5 here with 2:22 left to go. As Lombard and Rinaldi exchange words below us. And they've put the time up on the board, so the referee over to tell the timekeeper no time up. We'll play 5-on-5. I'll paraphrase here, but Lombard said to Rinaldi, "That's the third time I've messed you up." And Rinaldi fired back, "Better watch your head, buddy." So we'll keep an eye on those two the rest of the game. And off the draw, Rochester will control. They all skated up the right wing side. Insert your favorite colorful language in that paraphrasing, and you'll get the idea. 2:11 left to go as that rolls in on Jung. He covers up and hangs on, and faceoff will come to his left. DeSantis, Chernetchiner, and Williams out there for the Academy. Durasevich and Varga at the points as Rochester wins that. And they will control far side corner. Tomanez not able to hang on to it for long as DeSantis chips it up for Chernetchiner and off the skate of Williams. Powell looks to come back through center. And Williams will make a nifty move as he went to his knees, right back up, and continues to maintain control of the puck. Got it to DeSantis. He curls back for Varga. Cross ice for Durasevich. Up for Chernetchiner, and he skates in over the zone line. Chernetchiner meets Powell in the corner. DeSantis now in the corner, looking to hit Varga. Back door, and Varga not able to chip that one home as he gives it up for Chernetchiner. Centering pass. That blocked in front, not able to get it to DeSantis. DeSantis is spun around, and the referee's got a penalty call here. And the Academy is going to go on the power play with 1:25 left to go here in the first period. So the Academy will look to get the go-ahead goal here in the final minute 25 as Rochester, Tomanez, will take a holding penalty. And he will go off here with a minute 25 left to go as DeSantis was spun around, and the pair looked like something you might see at Arthur Murray Dance Studios. That was about as ugly as my wedding dance. But anyway, which speaks more to my ability than my wife's. And now, here's truly with 2 left feet, and that is cleared out by Rochester all the way down. Minute 10 left to go in the period, minute 44 on the penalty to Tomanez. As Durasevich skates in behind Jung, and the Academy will look to set up here with a minute remaining in the first period. Skating up the left wing side is Chernetchiner, leaves for Durasevich. Durasevich up for DeSantis. DeSantis chips it in the zone behind Riley. Williams gets there first, and followed by help from Chernetchiner. Silverstein out there on this power play. Puck will come back to the point, over for DeSantis. Centering pass for Chernetchiner. That goes off his stick. Chernetchiner able to control. Nifty move by Chernetchiner. He curls to the right side, just outside the faceoff dot. Will skate in behind Riley and look to reset things up here with 33 seconds left in the period. And along the wall, centering pass by Williams, and Chernetchiner scores! Off the pass from Williams along the wall, and it's a power play goal as the Tomanez penalty cost Rochester, and the Academy capitalizes. Great pass by Williams there off the wall to Chernetchiner, and he buries it past Riley, who was screened on that play. And the Academy on top by a score of 2-1 with 28.8 seconds left here in the opening period. And so we'll see if they can add to that or if Rochester can tie it up before these teams head to the locker room. And off the draw, Herrera looks to push it ahead. Ammon looks on as Durasevich takes. Check that, DeRoche takes, and Gavers now skates into the zone. Gavers, and now Powell. Powell, pounded there by Gordon. Gavers with Boreanaz. Gavers walking in, he's shouldered off. Puck will come back to the point to Cook, and he will just skate it to center rather than risk a turnover as he was under pressure. He's content to go to the locker room with a 2-1 lead as Ammon chases him into the corner. And for whatever reason, Herrera late, maybe to send a little message. So at the end of one period, the Academy on top by a score of 2-1 Nick DeSantis got it started for the Academy. And Griffin, check that, Mark Curry. Reed Curry. I knew a Mark Curry once, I'm not sure where. Rings a bell. Reed Curry got it started for the Coalition, got him off to a 1-0 lead. But the Academy answering with 2 goals. DeSantis scoring first, and then Chernechi Anair getting the go-ahead goal on the power play off the assist from Williams. So the Academy leading 2-1 as we head to the break. Going to take a break for an ice cut now. We'll be back in about 12 to 15 minutes with second period action. We got a good one here from the stock. Glad you're with us. Stay tuned, everybody. here at the Admiral James and Sybil Stockdale Arena in Southkent, Connecticut, where the SASKS Academy U15s lead the Rochester Coalition U15s by a score of 2-1. DeSantis and Chernechianair with the goals for the Academy. Reed Curry with the goal for the Rochester Coalition. Did a quick little bit of research between the break and realized that Mark Curry was the actor who starred in the sitcom on ABC, Hanging with Mr. Cooper. So that's where I got Mark Curry from. Glad you're hanging with Wells Aiken this morning here on SASKS Academy at Southkent School 15 National Ice Hockey on YouTube, where we are getting set to get underway here in the second period. And we'll see if the Academy can continue the momentum they built off that late power play goal. And we'll see if the battling between Lombard and Rinaldi continues, if those three have a little less than cordial to one another today, as you might expect in a back end of a two-game set. And we are set to go here. Face off at center ice. Chernechianair will step in against Cole. And Rochester will chip it ahead and enter the zone there. Skating in is Nickley. Nickley with a shot that goes wide of Jung. Right-hand side now, Cole will send it up to Powell. Powell at the point goes cross point for Ritter. Ritter will chip it down low, and DeRoche will take it off his shoulder and skate it up and out of the zone. Left wing side for DeSantis. DeSantis with his speed, moving over the zone line, centering pass there for a streaking Chernechianair. DeSantis comes in. Check that. That was DeRoche streaking in. And DeSantis fires that shot wide. Williams along the right wing boards now, chips it in behind. DeSantis will take there. Out for Chernechianair. Chernechianair shoots and scores! Beautiful puck movement there as Chernechianair fed DeSantis in the slot. Check that. DeSantis fed for Chernechianair in the slot, and he did not miss. So Chernechianair with his second goal of the game, and the Academy does, in fact, continue that momentum that they picked up on the late power play goal. And they laid it here early second by a score of 3-1. Beautiful passing play there as DeSantis hit Chernechianair, and as he dropped to one knee, he blistered that one high top corner. So now Gavers, Gordon, and Stapert out there for the Academy, as Powell will look to get something going as he did yesterday off the rush, but he'll turn that puck over, and now the Academy will control. Flag down there by Rexine, but Erishman will take and curl it back along the wall. Up for Gordon. Gordon for Steele, and Steele now ahead for Stapert. Stapert with a little giddy up at his step, right wing side for Gavers. Gavers looks to turn the corner, but he's directed to the far corner by Rexine. Check that, by Ritter. Pass ahead for Rexine, and that goes off his stick and too far, but just over the red line, so there'll be no icing call there as Steele and Tomanez, now Gavers, battle behind the net. Gavers, as Judge, all rise, takes, and Judge in the corner. You can make the obvious, connect the dots, obviously, with the Judge and the all rise thing, but that's a New York Yankees broadcast thing that they do with Aaron Judge. So I'll have a little fun with Daniel Judge's name here. I'm sure he enjoys it, being compared to rookie sensation Aaron Judge for the Yankees as the Academy comes back through center. Rinaldi chips it in the zone, and Powell back to take there and sends it around and takes it back. So Ritter gives it back to Powell, and Powell skating up the right wing side. Powell moving in, and again, good stick, good gap there by Jurasevich as he strips Powell. The puck centering pass, and Silverstein able to chip that out to the point. Silverstein's going to go on a breakaway. Tyler Silverstein moving in for the Academy. Silverstein, backhand, oh, and he had Riley beat up high and tried to bury that one. Great effort to get that up on the backhand, and he just chipped it over the top of the net, but did everything right there except bury it. As he made a nice move, got Riley down, and on the blocker side where you want to be able to elevate it. And he just got a little too much loft on that one. Maybe needed the 56-degree wedge instead of the 60-degree wedge there, but Silverstein narrowly missing, putting the Academy up by a score of 4-1, as he did some nice work there to force that turnover and get that breakaway. Good pressure by him in the Academy defensive zone as Varga will send it to Chernechianair. Chernechianair hot in this game with 2 goals. Chernechianair moving to the middle. He fires wide. Williams will take near side corner. And now Williams will skate it up the wall and dish for Rinaldi, who was coming off the ice. And you know what? Did well not to play that, because if the player coming on for him had stepped on the ice, that would have been too many men. So unfortunately, It goes back into the Academy zone. Saved by Jung there. But you did not want to give the Coalition a power play here, already on top 3-1, and having scored 3 unanswered goals. Do not want to give any momentum back to the Coalition as Varga dumps that deep in, and that'll go far side. And on the forecheck is Chinechidere, and Williams centering for DeSantis, comes back to DeRoche. DeRoche with a shot, blocker saved by Riley, and that goes off the crossbar. And the referee waving that off, not sure whether he's waving off a hand pass, a high stick, or the fact that the puck hit the crossbar. But either way, puck not in the net, and we play on. DeRoche up ahead for Williams. He'll chip that deep in the zone. New will chase for Rochester. New in behind Riley. And now Ammon. And now Rochester will control. Centering pass picked up by Chinechidere. Chinechidere moving in. And Riley will cover up and hang on. We'll get a stoppage here. 12:47 left to go. Good pressure by that line. And Chinechidere is on fire today. He is flying. And again, those three, since they've been put together here primarily in the second half of the season here, they have been a juggernaut. You know what? Good luck stopping those three. Gavers chips it ahead off the draw, tries to get a shot, fans on it. So tries to get it out of the zone, but Powell will have to skate back behind Riley for the Coalition. Powell now up through center, up for Rexine. Powell joining the rush. Rexine gives it back to Powell, but Erishman directs him into the corner. Tomanez on the wraparound, saved by Jung, rebound. And Jung maybe with a save there. Not sure exactly there, but either way, one or two big saves by Bennett Jung. One on the wraparound, and then one on the follow-up attempt. Tomanez looking to come around the net quickly there. Now Rexine skating right wing side. Puck sent over for Ritter. Ritter will skate in over the zone line. Erishman. And now that puck is chipped back down into the Rochester zone, and Powell, with 12:03 left to go, will take for Rochester and look to set it up again. Powell definitely the straw that stirs the drink on this Rochester team. He can be electric at times, and he has been on a couple of occasions. Just a few minutes ago and yesterday, leading to a power play penalty against the Academy. Powell moving in, and as we said, puck in front, and Jung will stay with that one as he covers up and hangs on, and Powell dumps Steele to the ice. And let's see what we get here. And again, not that I didn't tell you so, but scheduling this team 4 times in a row may not be the smartest thing in the world, as temperatures are going to rise, and how they're going to call Steele, I have no idea. Steele got thrown to the ice like a rag doll, and he and Powell both go off, but that is just some chicken liver officiating there. As I'm sorry, even if Steele said or did something, the Powell infraction was far worse, and that could have easily been an extra 2. The Academy off the draw will control. Left wing side for Silverstein. And now Rinaldi. Rinaldi to the center. Gordon has the puck go to the far corner. Puck will come up the wall, and Gordon will take there off the wall. He'll dish it back for Varga. Varga not sure whether he or Rinaldi was going to take it, but Varga steps up and dishes for Rinaldi. Now for Gordon over for Silverstein. Silverstein back up high for Jurasevich. Jurasevich down low for Gordon. And puck set across, shot it on goal. Left pad stop by Riley as Varga chipped that in on net. Centering pass up high as Rinaldi's back covering. And Rinaldi back with Jurasevich for the Academy. Gordon with a hard hit along the far wall. And now New will pinch for Rochester. New centering it in front. And Jurasevich is there to turn that back to the near side corner. Rinaldi battling in the corner, centering pass that connects with no one, goes far side corner, up the wall, and Rochester will take just inside the blue line. New at the point, Wines fires, pad save by Jung, fights that one off, and good coverage there in front by the Academy on a dangerous rebound as they prevented the Rochester forward in front from getting to that rebound. Academy moving in, shot on goal. Riley fumbles that one out in front, but it is directed harmlessly to the far side corner. Coming off the wall is Rinaldi. His shot is blocked and goes wide. Gordon now over for Silverstein. Silverstein hit hard there in the corner. Puck comes back to Durasevich to the point. He sends it toward the goal. Silverstein looking for the deflection, and Rochester trying to ice it, sending it hard up the wall. That's chipped back deep by Durasevich as DeSantis gets out there. And this top line for the Academy looking to pin Rochester in their zone as the Academy got a full change there while maintaining offensive zone pressure. This is a tired Rochester Coalition group out there right now, and this is not the line you want to be facing. Shedekadar with a shot, and Riley had no idea where that was as he stared straight ahead, and the puck went by him over the net and off the glass. Centering pass now, and that is blocked, and back the other way comes Rochester. Hard hit in front of us by DeSantis. Up the wall goes Cole. DeRoche there, battling with Cole, kicks it off the wall. Rochester going to center. Curry with a shot, and Jung will smother that and hang on. With 9:20 left to go here. Second period, and the Academy on top, 3-1. Chedekadar with 2, DeSantis with 1, and Curry with a goal for Rochester. And that's how we got here. The rest of the story left to be told as we continue on here from the Admiral James and Civil Stockdale Arena as Powell sends that toward the net, and Jung gloves that easily and hangs on for a stoppage. Face off to his right, 9:12 left to go here, second period. DeSantis will step in against Tomanez. DeSantis, Williams, and Chedekadar out there. Cook will control in the corner. His pass attempt across for DeRoche hit the back of the net, and now Tomanez hit hard in the corner by Cook, and skating out of the zone is DeRoche. He sends it ahead for Chedekadar. Chedekadar with a step on Ritter, but he'll have to pull up and curl as Ritter did a nice job angling him to the half wall there. And now Rexine will take for Rochester. Chip ahead for Judge. Judge goes into the zone offsides. We'll get a whistle here. With 8:41 left to go. Faceoff will be outside the Academy zone line, right in front of the Rochester bench. Judge will step in against Gavers. And Erishman sends it up. That goes off the stick of either Ritter or Stapert, so no icing, and that'll go all the way into the Rochester zone. Rexine has the puck knocked off his stick, but it comes back to center. And then right back to Nico Rexine, but now Justin Gordon takes, and he skates hard into the zone, chasing Ben Ritter. Ritter in behind Riley. Ritter will skate out the left wing side. Ritter will send it up right-hand side for Rexine. He tries to dump it deeper off the leg of Josh Steele, and now up the right wing side, intended for Gavers. That's too far, and Powell will take and dish for Ritter. Ritter. His pass gets chipped and turned over to Gavers, who will just dump it back deeper for the Academy, and Ritter will chase there. Good forecheck. There, puck comes out in front. Nobody home as Gordon was up high, third man high, and Gavers down low, too deep. And nobody could get to that puck in front. But back the other way, 2-on-1 come Judge and McWilliams. Pass across, and it looked like a pass shot, maybe a pass that was blocked, went in on Jung, and Jung made the save, steered that one to the near side corner. And the referee upended there. Hopefully he's all right. That looked like a vicious fall in the corner. And far side now is McWilliams. McWilliams out for Monaco in the slot, shot in on goal. Stick save by Jung, and that'll go far corner for Rexine. Steele chips it up the wall, but now Powell will control over for Ritter. Down low, far corner, Rochester controls, centering pass. That picked off by Gavers. Gavers will turn, and he's not able to clear, and Powell will take for Rochester. Powell with a shot, and you saw that pinpoint accuracy he had yesterday on the power play goal. He sent that low left pad just over Aiken's pad and inside the post yesterday on the power play through a massive screen, and showing yesterday why BC likes him. The poise and the wherewithal. Again, on a shot like that, sometimes a little bit of luck, but sometimes it's the release and how you time it and just general feel for the game. And Eamon Powell definitely has that. And he tried to thread another one through there, but just missing the mark. 6:56 left to go as the puck will come back to the point, and Kopak will send that deeper where Durasevich will take near side, sends it up the wall, chipped up by Silverstein, and now Rinaldi will chase. Gordon looks on from center. Puck comes to him, but Rinaldi offsides. Gordon dumps it in, and Rinaldi clears, and the Academy will head in on the forecheck as Rochester looks to come out of the zone as they skate around behind Riley. Turnover forced there by the forechecking Rinaldi, and that puck sent all the way down by Rochester, and this is going to go for an icing call here. And probably shouldn't have been, as Durasevich was hustling back and then pulled up. Some referees will have to make an attempt to try and play the puck, and when a defenseman stops skating, that's typically when a referee will wave an icing. Not the case here, though, so the Academy getting break. Face-off back in the zone. Rinaldi off the draw, walking in the middle. Rinaldi passing up the shot to send it back to Durasevich. Varga in a massive feed as Rochester bottling up the middle now. And Silverstein chips it back to Durasevich. Durasevich with a shot. That's steered aside by Riley. Maybe blocked out high. Again, hard to tell on the monitor here that I'm looking through. Puck loose in front. Walking in is Silverstein, but that puck chipped to the wall. Overskated by Ammon and now chipped up for Curry. Curry, the lone goal for Rochester in this game, off a miscue behind the Academy net. And Curry was able to take advantage of that. That was the opening goal of the game, but the Academy has since answered with goals by DeSantis. Tredechinair off a great pass from Williams, and then Tredechinair again off a great pass from DeSantis. So that line accounting for all 3 goals in this game. Rinaldi walking in. Rinaldi with a snipe, but that's blocked up high, up into the netting. And we'll get a stoppage here. 5:35 left to go. Second period. Academy on top, 3-1. Face-off in the Rochester zone to the right of Riley. Ritter and Powell, the D pairing for Rochester. Judge, Rexine, and Tomanez out there to face the Academy top line of Tredechinair, DeSantis, and Williams, DeRoche, and Cook at the points. Off the draw, DeSantis walking to the middle. Back for DeRoche, over for Cook. Cook with a shot. That hits some bodies out front and goes down below the goal line. DeRoche stepping up there, will pinch, and DeSantis heading back to the .2 cover. Cook leaves it there for Williams. Williams and DeSantis both momentarily manning the points as DeRoche and Cook had both pinched down low. Tredechinair now, near side corner. And Rochester will take and skate out of the zone. This is Rexine as he skates into DeRoche and now able to get by DeRoche as Tomanez continues further. Williams hooking Tomanez, no call. And short side, Rexine scores. And Rochester makes it a game here with 4:59 left to go. As Rexine picks up the loose change short side and deposits it past Jung. And so Rochester right back in this game as DeRoche stepped up on Rexine and was able to thwart him momentarily, but the puck got by. Tomanez continued on in the zone, threw a shot on net, and Rexine with good support following up, buried it short side. And Rochester is within 1 with 4:57 left to go here in the second period. At center ice, Gavers ahead, and now back for Gavers. Puck rolls in harmlessly on Jung. He'll steer that aside for Erishman. Erishman over for Steele. He fans on the pass, takes a late hit there. By yesterday's standards, that could easily be interference, but not called here. Off the wall, Gordon will chip it up and out of the zone. Gordon will chase, but Powell will dish over for Ritter. Ritter far side, centering pass for Judge, tipped ahead for McWilliams. McWilliams moving in. With McWilliams sails a shot high and wide, and Gordon in the corner now as Rochester warming to the task here, building off the momentum of that goal by Rexine. Ritter at the point, rather. Ritter with a shot, that blocked out front by Gavers, and he throws it up and out of the zone, and Ritter will retreat to center and regroup for Rochester. Near side now, Powell. Powell sends it over for Ritter. Ritter over for Powell, and Powell will skate through center, chased there by Stapert. He eludes Stapert, gets it up to McWilliams, and McWilliams dumps it deep in the zone. And he looks on as Herrera chases on the forecheck, followed by Monaco. Monaco sends it further in behind Jung. Erishman will chase far side. Tries to send a cross-ice pass for Gordon. That pass deflected, goes right to Powell. And Gordon lifts the stick of Monaco and takes it deeper for the Academy, but now Herrera controls for Rochester. Herrera over the center red line. He skates over the blue line, down into the zone. McWilliams there. Now Herrera, Rochester tries to get the puck out front, and Jung reaches out with the stick and blocks that attempt to carry the puck into the slot, and then finds the puck and covers up for a face-off here. 3:24 left to go. Academy on top, 3-2. Tredechinair with 2, DeSantis with 1, Williams with an assist, DeSantis with an assist, and probably a few more than that I'm missing. Curry and Rexine with the goals for Rochester, as Rochester controlled momentarily off the Academy win, but now Gordon sends it up left wing side for Silverstein. Silverstein battling by Lombard. And along the left wing boards, here comes Curry up the right wing side. He's got a goal in the game. Curry will chase in as he's angled off there by Durasevic. The puck will roll to the left of netminder Bennett Jung, your right, and he will cover up and take a face-off in the zone with 3 minutes even left to go here, and things getting a little tense at the stock. Rinaldi. And Gorton will send it to center. Nickley will turn it back for Rochester, and Varga will take for the Academy. Varga in behind Jung, sends it left wing side for Silverstein. Chip ahead for Varga, goes to Cole, shot in on goal, that turned aside by Jung. Near side corner, Nickley back for Lombard. Lombard with a shot, that goes off some sticks, but deflects wide and comes to Kopech, far point. He will backhand pitchfork it down low where Durasevic will chip it up for Rinaldi. Rinaldi, hard work to get it out of the zone. Rinaldi, nice job to stay on his feet there, but not able to come up with the puck. And now a trailing Durasevic does, but back the other way, 2-on-1 comes Rochester, and that appeared to be offside. Shot in on goal as Nickley on the far side appeared not to be able to hold his skate. Pass ahead for Gordon, and that's going to go too far for an icing. And with 2:10 left to go here in the second period, anxious moments for the Academy as Durasevic stepped up and Rochester came in the zone 2-on-1. And like we said, Nickley on the left-hand side with that left leg or right leg trailing, dragging it behind him, looked to be offsides, but the official said it was onside. And Jung made a save in front. Off the draw, Powell with the point, near side for Ritter. Ritter with a shot, that goes off the skate of DeRoche. DeRoche trying to chip it up for Chidek, but that's picked off by Judge, and now Tomanez will send it far side for Rochester. Chip deeper, Tomanez in behind the net, the former Buffalo Sabre. Buffalo Junior Sabre, I should add. Not playing with Jack Eichel just yet. Walking to the middle is Judge, and that either fought off by Jung with the right blocker, so it was either high and wide or a nice save. Couldn't tell whether he got the leather on it. In front now, Rochester really warming the task here as the Academy suddenly having trouble mounting any pressure at the other end and has been pinned in their own zone, and a hard hit there by Ritter will only continue that momentum as Powell gets some jump and a step off the hit, and a 2-on-1 into the zone. Rexine backdoor shot towards the net, and that's steered aside by Jung. And Cook into the far corner will send it over for DeRoche. And DeRoche looks to hit Chidek. Chidek flags that down, and Chidek skating into the zone. He's got a trailer. It's DeSantis. DeSantis looks to hit Williams, but now Rexine will turn it back to center with a little over a minute to go here in the second period. We got a good one here from the stock as the action has really intensified here. The Academy giving up the first goal, but answering with 3 straight before Rochester scored a goal to make it 3-2. And Chernetchenair is going to the box for a rough. So not what the coach wants to see there. Shouldn't speak for the coach, but and I'm not sure how deserving that penalty was. I certainly didn't see it, but regardless, you don't want to see a power play with 57 seconds left. That came back to bite Rochester at the end of the first period. And the only saving grace for the Academy is that they will get a break about halfway through the penalty if they're able to kill the first 57.6 seconds of the penalty. Puck will come back to the point to Ritter. Ritter chips it deeper for Judge. Judge will set it deeper to the corner for Tomanez. Tomanez, Steele and Erishman battling with Tomanez in the corner. Puck sent up high for Ritter. Shot from out high, and that hit a body in front, went far side corner. Will come back for Powell now. Powell walking in. Far side shot across, and that goes off the pad of Jung. 30 seconds left in the period. Academy not able to get it out of the zone. Centering pass. Judge will chase in the corner. Pounded there by Steele. Erishman in the corner. Erishman trying to get out, and Erishman sends it high and off the glass, and nice job by that pair to battle behind the goal line, gain possession, and send it all the way down. 15 seconds left to go here in the period. And Powell will skate it all the way into the zone. Powell with a head of steam, and his shot is blocked off the shin pad of Steele. Good job by Steele there to get into the shooting lane. And now the Academy will ice that all the way down, and that's going to do it. For the second period. So the Academy, who led 2-1 after the first period, maintains that 1-goal advantage here through 2 periods as they get a second goal from Chernetchenair to make it 3-1. But then Rochester off the goal, hard work by Griffin Tomanez and Nico Rexine. Rexine pots the goal short side to get Rochester within 1. Academy will have to kill a minute 3 on the power play, on the penalty kill, to start the third period, and that's where we'll start in just a minute. Back here at the Admiral James and Civil Stockdale Arena in Southgate, Connecticut, where the SELECTS Academy 15 Nationals lead the Rochester Coalition by a score of 3-2. The Academy getting goals from, after falling behind 1-0 on a Rochester goal by Reed Curry, the Academy getting goals from Nick DeSantis and a pair from Cernechi and Air. And that put the Academy on top 3-1 before Griffin Tomanez and Nico Rexine let a rush down the right wing side. Tomanez got a shot at on goal. Rexine picked up the loose change in front and deposited the rebound to get Rochester within one. And we've got a whale of a third period in store for you here from the Stock as the Academy and Coalition battle onward here in game 2 of this 4-game set. Third meeting between these two on the season. The Academy taking the first 2 games by scores of 4-0 and 3-1. And they lead 3-2 here. As now that puck is shot all the way down. And will go past the goal line extended. 45 seconds left on the penalty to Cernechi and Air for the rough. And back through center comes Powell. He hits a shoulder and gets spun around, and that's turned back by the Academy. And Ritter will go back to chase for Rochester. In behind Riley. Puck left for Rexine. He dishes for Powell behind the back. Left side for Ritter. Ritter will gain the red line and fire it hard around on the rimmer. Varga will chip it far side, but it will go up to Powell. But his pass cross ice for Ritter just a bit outside the zone line. Ritter had trouble handling that, and it would have been tough to keep on side even if he had handled that cleanly. And Judge now skates it deeper for Rochester. Comes near side. Kept it at the point there by Rexine, and now Ritter will skate it down the left wing side. Ritter sharp angle shot, and Jung will trap that and hang on. 15:55 left to go, and the Cernechi Air penalty successfully killed. So Rochester not able to get the tying goal on that late penalty in the second period by Cernechi and Air. Cernechi Air, DeSantis and Williams out there now with Cook and DeRoche. Off the draw, Monaco not able to beat DeSantis there, and Cook will take it in behind Jung. Cook will set it up for Williams. Williams looks to send it far side for a streaking Victor Cernechi Air. Cernechi Air looking for the hat trick. His shot goes wide. That'll come out high to Williams. Williams stutter steps and skates down the right wing side. Williams walking in. Williams with a sharp angle shot, and Riley flashing the left-hand glove and making a relatively easy save. 15:35 left to go. That not having the typical Williams blister of a wrist or zip on that, as he didn't get all of that one. DeSantis will chip it to the half wall. Cernechi Air up a little high, not able to get there first. And Gemerick will send it all the way around. Rochester will come out the right wing side. Pass for Herrera too far. Williams skating with the puck. Williams down the right wing side. Williams with a shot. That goes off a shin pad. And back the other way, 2-on-2 comes McWilliams. McWilliams dumps it in on Jung. He'll steer it harmlessly near side corner. McWilliams now. Centering pass, but that picked off and handled there by DeRoche up for Williams, and Williams goes far side for Cernechi and Air. Cernechi Air in over the zone line, dishes further for DeSantis. Williams near side corner, gaining some time and space, but that closes quickly. But now Williams coming off the wall. DeSantis with a shot, stick save by Riley. Cernechi Air winds, fakes, and now steps up and sends a shot. That's steered aside by Riley. Cook now sends it deep for the Academy, and New will take for Rochester in the corner. Cook pitching on the right-hand side. And Cernechi Air back covering as DeRoche comes over to the vacant right point position, vacated by Cook. And DeRoche will skate up the left wing side now. And that turned over there as Cole will skate it back in the zone for Rochester. His backhand centering pass goes through the slot, near side corner. And we're going to get a penalty call here, or perhaps puck touch with a high stick. And in fact it is, touched by a high stick by Rochester. So not a high sticking penalty, but a high sticking infraction that will bring it back into the Rochester zone to the left of Grant Riley. Gavers wins the draw to Gordon. Gordon with a shot, and Riley appeared to have an easy glove save there. That sailed over his glove and over the net. And now Gavers will leave it there for Gordon. Gordon battling with Cole, and now Stapert will curl off the half wall, sends it up high, shot in on goal, that goes wide, and Erishman dishes off the wall for Gordon. Gordon walks, Gordon to the middle. That puck bounces off a stick, floats up high, slap shot, blocker save there by Riley, and that squirts out to his left. And Rochester content to a lot of former Syracuse Nationals players on this team. Rexine, Powell, Ritter, Herrera, Ammon. We have all of them. That appears to be all of them. So might be missing one, but I think that's all of them. So every once in a while, flashbacks to Westchester Express Syracuse Nationals games from last year. And now Powell sends it around far side for Rexine, a pair of former Nationals. That pass sent left side now for Judge. Judge will skate into the zone. His counterpart, Erishman, pushes him to the wall. Forces him to the wall, and now the puck turned over, and the Academy will skate it out as Rinaldi looks to hit Silverstein, but that pass goes too far, but not far enough for icing, as Powell will retrieve and accelerate behind Riley. He'll send it up, and Erishman does the old spin away from the puck, and that's never a good sign. A referee will always wave that. You've got to pivot towards the puck and make an effort to play it, and then you might draw that icing call. If you pivot away from the puck, a good referee is going to call that or wave that off every single time. Shot it on goal, blocker to side by Riley. Now Gordon in the corner will send it up high for Durasevich. Durasevich with a shot, that blocked up high by Rexine, and it'll start the other way as Rexine and Tomanez, who paired up for the second Rochester goal in this game, will get it deep in the zone. Tomanez chases in on the forecheck as Durasevich controls for the Academy. Gordon now, his pass. Not intended for Silverstein, but does connect with him. And now a long pass is stepped up and picked off by Powell. And now Herrera will skate near side and battle with Durasevich. Rinaldi skating behind Jung. Will skate out left-hand side. 12:31 left to go. Academy on top 3-2. They trailed 1-0, led 3-1. And then Rochester narrowed the gap to 3-2, and that's where we stand early third period here. At center ice, Durasevich will retreat back into the zone. Gives for Varga. Varga back for Durasevich. Durasevich will advance the puck up to the red line and dump it deep. And Stapert hard in on the forecheck on the left-hand side as Powell wards him off with the right hand, stick handles with the left, and smoothly skates through center ice before turning the puck over and heading to the bench for a change. And I think that was his objective. Is Gavers with some speed down the right-hand side. Gavers cutting in behind Riley. Gavers, far side, waiting for some reinforcements. Sends it down low for Stapert. That'll go behind the net for Gimrick. He'll send it far side for Lombard. Lombard back for Gimrick. Check that, that's Ritter, 77, not 37. And near side now, Stapert will chip it back deep in the zone. Rochester will look to come out and go far side for Herrera, but Durasevich is there for the Academy. Durasevich skating up the left wing side, puts in the skate of Stapert, but he gathers. His shot is blocked and weakly goes wide of Riley. And Stapert breaks his stick. And that's a cool $300 for the Stapert family. And Rochester will chip that in, and Cook will chase in behind the net, right wing side for Williams. Williams will skate it up and out of the zone. And deep into the zone is Chinechinair. Chinechinair hit by Gimrick there. DeSantis skating off the end wall. Puck hits the fragment of the Stapert stick still lying on the ice there as the teams navigate around that. Backdoor pass for Cook. Cook not able to handle that cleanly. He dishes up for DeSantis. DeSantis will curl off the wall, top of the circle. DeSantis moving to the slot, tries to cut down low. He's turned aside and gets it. Puck will roll to DeRoche, who gets it back to DeSantis. DeSantis down low for Williams. Williams backdoor for Chinechinair. Up high for DeRoche. DeRoche with a shot. That'll go down low for Chinechinair. Chinechinair, as the bench urges the Academy players to keep moving. And now DeSantis will skate with it. DeSantis up off the wall, down low for Cook. Cook with a shot, that's steered aside by Riley. And now Syracuse able to clear, and they will dump that all the way down for an icing call here. With 10:04 left to go, we're going to stop and play face-off back in the Rochester zone. Academy on top 3-2. They trailed 1-0. On a little bit of a miscue behind the net between the Academy goaltender and their D. And in the ensuing chaos, Reed Curry able to pot the opening goal of the game. The Academy answered with 3 unanswered goals. And those by DeSantis getting the scoring started. Chinechinair off a feed from Williams, and then Chinechinair off a brilliant feed from Nick DeSantis as Rochester comes back into the zone. That got the Academy on top 3-1. Rexine got Rochester to within 3-2. And that's where we stand with 9:44 left to go here in the third period. And We expect to have, we've had good battles so far in the 2 games this season, 2 2/3 games this season, and we expect to have intense battles the rest of the way here as we complete this 2-game home set for the Academy at the Stock, and then head up to Bill Gray's Regional Iceplex in Rochester, New York next weekend for the back end of this 2-game home, 2-game away series between the Rochester Coalition U15 and the SASKS Academy at South Kent School 15 national squad. 9:27 left to go. Face off to the right of Riley. Gorton not able to win that. Powell will control near side for Rochester. Up for Tomanez. Tomanez, as Gorton tips that back, that'll roll in on Jung, and Jung will cover up and take the face-off. 9:17 left to go. Face-off will come to the right of Jung as the players continue to talk after the whistle. Smile on the face of Josh Steele and Aiden Arishman. Tomanez, Rexine, and Judge out there against DeSantis, Chinechinair, and Williams. DeSantis steps on the draw as Tomanez wins that back to Powell. Dishes down low for Rexine. Rexine with a shot that turned aside by Jung. DeSantis. And along the wall, Williams. Williams tries to reverse sides, but that goes off a skate and comes back to Williams. He'll skate it out of the zone. He'll gain the red line. He'll try to beat Powell on the wall. And Coach Jerry York happy to see that as Powell cuts off Williams. Again, Powell, a BC commit, Williams, a Northeastern University commit. And those two will get to know each other intimately in the years to come. Williams now chips it back out of the zone. And Powell will circle at center looking for his options. He'll send it far side, and Rochester content to dump that in to the right of Jung, left-hand side near boards. Williams not able to get to that puck. It'll come back to the point where Monaco will chip it deeper for Rochester. And McWilliams not able to come out from behind the net there. And the puck will come out to the blue line, but Monaco keeps it in and sends it deeper for Syracuse, but Varga will control right wing side for Williams. Williams cross ice pass for Chinechinair, goes too far. Now he hits DeSantis. What a pass by Williams. Nick DeSantis moving in. And nice closing speed there by Ben Ritter to force the sharp angle shot by DeSantis. And that is no easy task, but good use of the 10th grade curriculum in most schools. That is geometry, folks. And Ritter using his angle to force DeSantis to take that shot early from a sharp angle, and not able to get in alone on Riley at his blistering speed. But what a pass by Williams there. Off the draw, that one cleanly, and a shot in on goal is handled easily by Riley. And the faceoff will stay to his right. We'll do it again as Monaco will step in against Gavers. And Gavers will look to win that back to Gordon again. Gordon looking for a better result, but Monaco wins that draw, and now it'll come around for McWilliams. McWilliams pass up for Monaco, too far. DeRoche will chip it back into the zone, and the Academy will chase in. Gimrick handles it there, left wing side. Now a punt out of the zone, fair catch by DeRoche on this Super Bowl Sunday. Pats Eagles set to kick it off tonight. Tom Brady looking for his 6th Super Bowl in 8 tries. His only 2 losses to the Giants. And Gavers will walk down the left wing side, shot, and that is deflected high and over the net. Hard hit in the corner by Stapert. Puck will come back to Cook. Cook shanks a shot wide, and now Ammon will chase far side half wall, and Stapert buries a Rochester player there, but they're going to call that interference. So the Academy is going to go on the penalty kill there as Stapert is going to go for interference, and that was about as obvious as it gets. You can go shoulder to shoulder battling for the puck, but when you turn from the puck, taking your attention completely off the puck and bury the player, and the referees are having a discussion, and that's never a good thing. But again, that certainly is not worthy of more than a minor penalty. And you certainly shouldn't be evaluating the player's condition on the ice to call whether it's a minor or a major. It's the severity of the hit. It was a clean hit, a little bit early, and that's definitely a minor penalty. Will be stunning to me if they call a major here, but the discussion continues in front of the scorekeeper's bench. 2 minutes has been put up on the board, but I've seen that before where a timekeeper will put 2 minutes up and then the referee is not too happy about that as they have not made their decision, but it doesn't appear that they're going to be making any change here. So Stapert will go off for the interference call. And again, an obvious call there. Nothing dirty about it. He just threw the shoulder a little bit hard and early. And You know, sometimes that ends up not being a penalty. If the player is expecting that, Lombard there battling it, is expecting the shoulder from Stapert, and he gives as good as he gets, then both players bounce off each other and we play on. But Lombard not expecting that they're not throwing the shoulder into Stapert, and he goes down hard, and the referees make the proper call. So Stapert in the box, 2 minutes for interference, 7:08 left to go. And the Academy will have to kill this power play for Rochester off. And Lombard appears to be shaken up, but he is staying on the bench and not heading to the dressing room, so it appears. And actually, he is going to, I'm not sure if he's going to leave the bench now. He's getting some water as trainer Craig Carvalho continues to evaluate Lombard. Keep you updated on his status, and the immediate concern for the Academy is this power play, and Rochester looking to tie things up here as Ritter are looking to keep Rochester from tying things up here, and now Powell will send for Ritter near side. Ritter will gain the red line and dump it deep. That goes in behind Jung. Irishman not able to get there first. Off the skate, walking off the wall is Tomanez, back for Ritter. Ritter sends it over for Powell. Powell down low for Rexine, up high for Powell. Powell with a shot, and that hits some legs and deflects wide, and now Rexine near side corner. Up for Powell, far side, shot off the pad of Jung, and Jung ranging back to his right, gathers out into the breadbasket, and Rexine not getting everything on that, but got it off quick, and Jung did well to make the pad stop to his left and then range back to his right and be there in time to make the smother on the partially fanned shot by Rexine. And some anxious moments there for the Academy, but a couple good stops there by Bennett Jung to keep the score at 3-2. So a minute 24 left on the penalty to Stapert. Good pressure so far on this power play by Rochester. And Rinaldi battling it on the wall. Powell will walk off the wall down low for Rexine. Rexine tries to go backdoor down low. Durasevich will turn it to the end wall. Teams battling in the far corner. Tomanez sends it up high for Powell. Powell, Tomanez, Rexine, off the shaft of the stick of Jung. And with 6:09 left to go. And 1 minute and 1 second left on the penalty to Stapert. That goes up and out of play, and we'll get a face-off to the right of Jung, near side of the ice. Puck won to the wall by the Academy, but nobody there. And Rexine will control for Rochester. Rexine down low, takes it back, up high for Powell. Powell with a shot, and Jung possibly with a save there. That hit a leg out front and went wide. Either way, nice job by the Academy to bottle things up, or Jung to make the save. Puck shot all the way down, 40 seconds left on the power play here as Riley will tee it up for Powell, and he will curl in behind his netminder, losing the puck there, and Chudetchinair not able to capitalize on that as Powell regroups and gives it up for Ritter. Ritter skates in over the zone line. He dances around Varga, loses it, and Varga will backhand it out of the zone nicely with 22 seconds left on the penalty to Stapert. 5:26 left to go here in the third period as Powell is turned back by Chudetchinair. Puck comes now to Rexine, and he turns the puck over there, and Chudetchinair will send it all the way down with just 6 seconds left on the penalty to Stapert, and he'll be out of the box in 2 and 1. And back the other way comes Powell through center. Eamon Powell skating over the blue line. He tries to get around Cook. Cook does a nice job there to strip the puck, and Gordon will come off the wall. Backhand pass for Williams, a little too soft, but Williams lifts the stick and skates. Williams loses an edge and goes down, and Gordon skates in hard. And now DeSantis. Williams walking off the wall. Out front for DeSantis. Shot blocker saved by Riley. Big stop there by the Rochester netminder. Played for the Rochester Monarchs last year. And now with this Rochester Coalition team. Puck set all the way down. No icing here as Powell goes back and Rinaldi will chase. And Rinaldi not wanting to pick up an interference call. Elects not to finish the check on Powell. Shot it on goal. Riley down. Puck to the side of the net. Rinaldi not able to come up with it. Puck out front. DeRoche far side for Cook. Cook fires. Pad stop by Riley. And he's made a couple big stops here late to keep the score at 3-2. And Syracuse, check that, Rochester pinned in their own zone. One of those upstate New York cities. Rochester dumps it all the way down, not far enough for icing. And with just under 4 minutes to go Charlie DeRoche will take in behind Jung, and he is hooked as he comes out from behind Jung, but you are going to get a penalty call here as DeRoche draws the hooking penalty. And even though he maintained possession, they are going to call that. Centering pass chipped. That goes off a Rochester player, and we'll get a stoppage here. And a hooking call with 3:42 left to go coming up on Rochester, and the Academy will go on the power play as it's the Nick, Travis Nickley, with the hook, and he goes off, and the Academy will look to add an insurance goal here. And we're going to get a timeout called, I believe, by the Academy. So head coach Scott Gady will get things going for his troops. We'll look in on the discussion while not giving it away any company secrets. So timeout Academy. Nickley in the box for hooking, as DeRoche did well to escape from behind the net and draw that penalty. And kudos to the refs for making that call, even though DeRoche didn't turn the puck over and he maintained possession. That very definitely was a hook and certainly met the standard of other calls in this hockey game. So 2 minutes left to go. The Academy would like to get one here to avoid nail-biting minutes with the goalie pulled late for Rochester. Jung and Riley with some big stops in this period to keep it at 3-2. And that's where we ended the second period as Rochester wins it and sends it around far side. Durasevich, nice job to pinch and keep it in there. DeSantis working out of the corner. DeSantis walking in the middle. DeSantis with a shot. That goes just wide. And now Silverstein, far side, near side corner rather, up high for DeRoche. DeRoche walking, giving over for Durasevich. Durasevich back up high for DeRoche. DeRoche down low for Chidechinair. Chidechinair down low for DeSantis. DeSantis gives it up to Chidechinair. He walks, shoots high top side, short side corner. And that goes high and wide, and DeRoche will dump it back deep where DeSantis will pin it up against the wall for the Academy. He's hounded there by Ritter, not able to come away with it, and Silverstein watches it go far side as Chidechinair battles near side wall. Teams battle in the corner. Silverstein comes over to help out. Now Chidechinair comes away with the puck. Chidechinair walking up high. Chidechinair evaluates his options, sends it down low for DeSantis. DeSantis walking in. DeSantis will go behind Riley. DeSantis looking like he's trying to go with that lacrosse-style goal again, but not able to get the puck on a stick over for Chidechinair. Chidechinair looks to go backdoor for Silverstein, who is just buried into the net, back with a cross-check. And the net is off, but that's tough hockey that you used to see in the old school NHL levels. I'm not sure that shouldn't have been a cross-checking penalty. And to add insult to injury, they're taking that outside the zone. That is unbelievably brutal with 52 seconds left on the penalty to Nickley as Silverstein got brutally cross-checked into the net. Should have been a penalty. And instead, they take the face-off outside the zone. Behind the net is a bag of clues, and these refs might want to get one. As Durasevich gives it to DeSantis. DeSantis skating in over the zone line. DeSantis, near side corner. DeSantis will skate up the half wall, and it's pressured there by Powell, and DeSantis and Powell battling. And nice play by DeSantis to stay with Powell, and by Jung to swat that puck away as Powell broke loose from DeSantis at the last second. Back the other way come the Academy. Chidechinair moving in. Chidechinair walking in front of the net. Chidechinair with a shot and a save by Riley as he gets it with the right pad and covers up before rolling over. And some anxious moments there on both ends. Great play by Powell to force the issue and nearly going on a breakaway. Great recovery by DeSantis. Heads up play by Jung to swat the puck to the corner. And then Chidechinair driving hard to the net at the other end, and Riley coming up big with 9 seconds left to go on the penalty and 1:50 left to go here in the third period. The Academy on top, 3-2 face-off as Gavers steps in against Tolman. As Gavers wins it to Gordon. Gordon walks, Gordon shoots. Riley has trouble handling that one with the glove, but Rochester will chip it up, and now Stapert will take it back down low. Stapert walking in. Stapert with a shot, saved by Riley. Stapert up for Gordon. Gordon walking in. He tries to go short side, and Riley gets on top of that puck, blocks it down in front of him, and covers up. Penalty killed. Minute 34 left to go here. 3-2 score. And what have we got here? Looks like we got a timeout for Rochester. So the Coalition will take timeout here with a minute 34 left to go in the contest. Academy with a 3-2 lead. Rochester got the scoring started. Reed Curry being the opportunistic forward for the Coalition, bouncing on a loose puck on a miscue by the Academy behind their own goal line. Puck squirted out. He dumped it into the net and got the Coalition up 1-0. The Academy answered with 3 straight goals, one by DeSantis to get it started. Chernetchenair off a beautiful pass from Williams. Chernetchenair with the second goal of the game for him. Third goal for the Academy off a nifty pass from DeSantis from behind the net. And Chernetchenair dropping to his knee as he released it, buried it top right corner. That gave the Academy a 3-1 lead. Late second period, DeRoche stepped up on Tomanez. Tomanez chipped it by, or stepped up on Rexine. Rexine chipped it by. Tomanez continued beyond those two battling players, skated in, took a shot, and Rexine followed up with the support, burying it short side to make it 3-2, and that's where we stand with a minute 34 left to go. And you can imagine the Rochester head coach, Chris Collins, setting up what he wants to see when his goaltender is pulled. And the first order of business for the Coalition is going to be winning this draw in the zone, as the Academy would like to keep the pressure on in the Rochester zone and, in fact, prevent them from pulling their netminder. So a minute 34 left to go. Like we promised at the top of the broadcast, we've got a good one here today. Tomanez will step in against Gavers. Gavers winning the last draw between these two players. See if Gavers can win another one. And Tomanez that time is able to win it back. And Powell will send it up right side for Rexine. Rexine centers it for Judge. That'll roll into the left of Jung. Riley to the bench. Extra attacker out there for Rochester. Teams battling in the corner. Judge trying to work it off the end boards. Durasevich meets him there. Now Tomanez. Gordon will get there. He's beaten to the puck by Tomanez. Gordon has an opportunity to chip it out, not able to do so. And now that puck will come back to Ritter at center. Minute 4 left to go here. As it heads up the right wing side for Tomanez, he will dump it hard around on the rimmer. Check that. That was not Tomanez. That was Curry. And Tomanez takes it near side back for Ritter. Powell with a shot. That deflected wide. That'll come near side. It's Stapert trying to win a foot race there. And now nice play there by Gavers to chip it past Ritter, and he will go back and recover as the Academy will change it up. Ritter will circle and send it up the right wing side. Chipped into the zone by Powell. He's not able to handle that pass, and Varga will send it hard around. It hits DeRoche in the backside. Goes up high, comes up to the point, and now Judge will chip it down low. DeRoche battling there in the corner. We've got 19 seconds left. Rochester with the puck. Puck will come back to the point to Ritter. Ritter walking in. That goes off a shin pad. 13 seconds left. Centering pass as Varga dumps a guy in front. No call there, and it's chipped back to center. 7 seconds left. Empty net bid by Gordon. That goes wide. 4 seconds left, and the Academy's going to win this one by a final score of 3-2. And so the Academy hanging on here with a 3-2 victory. Jung coming up big in the third period gets the victory and overcoming an early miscue where Reed Curry got Rochester on top. The Academy does overcome that miscue. Teams will shake hands at center ice. So the Academy now 3-0 on the season against Rochester, but Rochester gaining on it as the Academy won the initial game 4-0, won yesterday 3-1, and now narrows the gap to 3-2 today. So that could only lead to more intense hockey next weekend from Bill Gray's Regional Iceplex in Rochester, New York. So to recap the scoring for you, Curry got it started for Rochester. He put them up 1-0. DeSantis answered to make it 1-1. Then Chernetchenair got a goal to make it 2-1 Academy off a pass from Williams along the far side wall. Chernetchenair added a second goal to make it 3-1 off a pass from down below the goal line short side of the net by DeSantis. Got Chinechinair high in the slot, and he buried it top right corner to make it 3-1. Late second period, Rexine pushed the issue with DeRoche. DeRoche stepped up. Rexine chipped it by him. Comanez picked up the puck, took it in, put a shot on Jung. He made the save, and then Rexine, following up on the loose puck, gathered the puck in and buried it short side. So the Academy with a successful 2-0 weekend here against the Rochester Coalition. Again, their third victory against the Rochester Coalition on the season. So that's going to do it for us here from the Admiral James and Sybil Stockdale Arena on the campus of South Kent School in South Kent, Connecticut, where the final score for the final time is your Selects Academy 15, Nationals 3, Rochester Coalition U15 2. Enjoy the Super Bowl.